Hi, my name is Heather Gates, and I'm the lead chaplain over at the Galveston Police Department. I'm also a pastor here, but that's why you don't see me very often. So today I wanted to have a little bit of fun and tell you guys why police officers are a little bit like teenagers. And that's because I was the youth pastor here before Matthew and Derek took over the program and did youth ministry for several years here and a couple churches before that. So that had been my background. But now I work with police officers. And so the joke when I first got to the department was just that they were kind of bigger kids with guns, but there actually are some really cool similarities between them. Most of them funny, a couple of them actually pretty true and heartfelt. The first one, food is definitely an easy way to their heart. It was definitely how I won over a lot of teenagers here, and it actually is kind of how I got started getting to know the police officers. I'd feed them leftovers here after youth events a lot of times, and just spend a lot of time taking snacks over the department and stuff like that. And now it's pretty cool because I actually keep snacks in my office, and thank you so much to those of you here that have helped provide some of those. It's a really cool way for them to get to come into the office and just kind of ease a little bit. It gives them an excuse. If they don't want to say they came to talk to the chaplain, they can say they came to get a bag of chips or a fruit roll-up. Those are a favorite for sure. But they just get a chance to come in, eat something, take a breather. Sometimes it's their lunch or their dinner. But that was definitely a lot of what I did with teenagers here. So that's kind of fun. Another one is that cell phone. They are always on their phones. We had to come up with lots of creative ways to try to take phones from the students here, which I'm sure Matthew and Derek are having to continue. But with the officers, you can't really take their phones from them. But I just kind of sit and laugh. They are always on TikTok or playing their games or Snapchat or whatever. So that definitely hasn't changed in my life at all. And really, it's probably not so fair to pin that just on officers and teenagers. I mean, it's really probably all of us. One funny thing about officers that people might not always understand is they definitely laugh at the most inopportune times. Now, with teenagers, they seem to always giggle during a very serious part of a lesson, or they would make a comment to their friend right before you prayed, and they'd laugh just as it got silent in the room. With officers, it's more of a way of coping. They actually laugh when things are serious, and they laugh when things are difficult because they have to see so much evil and so many heartbreaking things that really sometimes they have to laugh just to get through it. There's been many times that I find myself giving the same look I probably gave teenagers that, come on, guys, when we're on serious scenes, because I'm sitting with a very upset family and they're over there giggling about something that has nothing to do with the scene that we're actually on. But it's pretty entertaining to watch them giggle just like teenagers did at some inappropriate times. Now, one of the other issues, teenagers, they have junior high boy humor because they're junior high boys a lot of times. Oh my gosh, police officers do too. You have to be very careful what you say because it is instantly going to be made inappropriate, and then you're going to feel silly. And if you're me, sometimes you blush and then you feel even sillier. So that's a funny thing. Officers are always down for pranks too, or making memes. Any picture that's taken can be made into a meme, and that's totally a teenager thing. The pranks played around the station totally mirror things that I saw at church camp or at UM Army or things like that. They actually can go to pretty great lengths for them one time. One of our poor officers, they went through this whole thing to make up paperwork that he had been put under investigation for something that somebody had complained on him and all that. None of it was real, but it was a very great length. They even one time got IHOP in on one of their pranks. It was pretty crazy. So they love them some pranks. And any picture that's taken, especially embarrassing ones, oh my gosh, those can live on forever. And they will be made into meme after meme after meme. If you don't know what that is, that's the pictures with the words on it that they make fun of. Oh yeah, those are all over. But really, I mean, those are just some funny, silly things. And I know so much that my time in student ministry here prepared me very much so to be with the officers. But I want to share a couple of stories about some real serious things too that are really cool similarities between them. One big thing is that both groups of people really don't trust and let people into their lives easily. with the students here at the church, so many of them had been let down so many times by people in their lives that they were pretty quick to kind of put up a barrier or not really let you in. And you had to really work and take some patience to be able to get into their lives. And I was always so honored and thankful when they would let me into a difficult situation or something going on. And that's really the same with the officers. They are trained not to trust people. They're let down by people on the streets all the time. They never know when someone's going to be out to get them. And so it's really an honor to get to kind of cross that thin blue line and get to be on the side that's considered family of them. The joy that it is to get to be family with the officers is amazing. And, going back to that whole food thing, I think that's a lot of what really helped me to start crossing over onto their side of the line. And the care that they show me and how good they are to me, it's such a blessing. I can't even describe it. And really, it's as good as a lot of the students here were to me, and so many of you in the church. It's definitely a special thing. Another really cool thing is deep down, both of these groups have a big desire to help people, and they really want to make a difference in the world. They want to be given a chance to do that. With the teenagers, it was really cool to see how hard they would work on mission trips and things like that when they knew that they really could go and make a true difference for people. It's probably why it was a little different than trying to get them to clean at home, because that wasn't near as exciting. But it was really cool to watch them go when they knew they could help someone, when they knew that they could really do something that was going to change someone's perspective, change someone's life. And for the officers, they get into this line of work. I mean, yes, because they like to be able to carry a gun and they like to be able to drive fast. But really, it's because they want to make a difference. They really want to help somebody. So many of them have had experiences with drugs in their life in some way. They've been with someone that was harmed by drugs. They know the harmful effects of them, and they want to get them off the street. Some of them just want to help people's situations be better. Some of them just want to make our world a better place. And the difficult thing is, so many times they're not given that chance. Situations are so difficult, things happen. And so the number of times that they actually get to feel like they truly help someone is pretty low. And so it sometimes makes them get a little negative and a little cynical. But watching them when they really get a chance, they just light up, just like the teenagers did, because someone really is needing them. And it's really cool. I've gotten to watch the officers pay for hotel rooms for people that really needed them. I've seen them get food for people. I've seen them go very far out of their way to make sure that people got home safely after accidents, or just so many things. They've taken care of kids that were in bad situations and really wanted them to be so much better. And I really could tell you so many stories of just incredible things that the officers have done and ways that I've gotten to be with them alongside those things. And it's really a cool thing. So, student ministry and chaplaincy really aren't too different. And I'm so thankful for that, because I loved my time here, but it's a whole new adventure getting to be over at the department with them. And I absolutely love getting to tell stories of what happens with the officers. Some of them are a little more excitement than I really thought that I was biting off, but most of them are really cool opportunities. And so there's so many more things that I could sit and share with you today, but I just wanted to do kind of a fun little comparison of the job that I used to have and now the job that I get to do. But there's a cool way if you want to keep in touch with more of what I'm doing at the police department. I have a blog that I work on and try to write in. Thankfully, Margarita encouraged me to do that, and I'm really grateful for it. But you'll see the link for it on this video, and you can check it out. There's lots of stories on there already, and I keep trying to add different things as I come across different things. And so I hope you'll check that out and enjoy it. This wasn't at all by any means meant to give teenagers or police officers a hard time. They are both groups of people that are totally near and dear to my heart, but just a fun little comparison of some things about them that I see and just get to enjoy. So happy Friday, guys. I hope that you're doing okay, and I'll look forward to sharing more with you again soon. Take care.